Firstly, sorry for the awful angle. I did not check how the recording would turn out and forgot the fact that the camera was on my right and I'm right-handed. So a lot of the footage I actually just threw away because you could not see anything. Okay, so I tried Ahmed Al-Douri's 100 hits challenge. I saw a bunch of people doing it, so I thought, hey, why not? I'll give it a go. It went a lot smoother than I thought it would. I was never really fond of drawing real life faces. Although I know it's vital to properly understand the face, I just never had fun with realism in general. I think objects were okay, but just faces were not. I had always been more geared towards the anime or cartoon style, so at the beginning of this challenge I thought my drawings were just gonna turn out complete trash. But they actually were better than I thought I could do. There were several days where I just wasn't feeling it, and I did not just like how the faces turned out. But having that goal there, like, it's just telling myself it's only 10 faces, you can do this. It sort of forced me to do it anyway, and I did, which is a valuable habit that I need to build upon, which is basically setting a realistic goal and completing it even though I'm not feeling it at all. Because in the end, I got there, 100 faces. So some things I liked was picking up a pencil again and just sketching. It had been a long time since I drew with a pencil on paper and not really caring about scanning and preserving it eternally. So it was sort of nostalgic and brought me back to when I was a kid, just doodling on paper, not really caring if it looked good or not. I think it's a lot harder nowadays when you're wanting to show it on social media that you are self-conscious of everything you're doing. Like the first few pages I actually didn't record at all just because I wanted to get it started, and it was only until later that I did start recording and just see, just the speed process looks pretty cool. Another thing this challenge proved to myself that I had actually improved. So the last time I drew a realistic face, which was a long time ago, I even remember who it was. It was Dylan O'Brien. He was like my high school crush. But I remember drawing him and I absolutely hated how it had turned out. And just during that time of my life, realistic drawing just was not fun for me in general. I just didn't like how the faces were turning out, and yeah. But for this exercise, I actually liked how some of them turned out and found it quite fun. I also learned that I'm quite hopeless at low angles of faces and drawing old people, which was to be expected because I very rarely draw those two things. But I also could have improved on contrast between like using a darker stroke and lighter strokes to add more depth. I think many of the sketches actually turned out very faint because I was just being too careful with my lines, and especially on the time limit that I kept it to around 4 to 5 minutes. Some of them went over, some of them were under when I wasn't really liking it, but they turned out okay. Overall though, it was good practice and I really enjoyed it. I have some favorites and I have some that I really don't want to look at again. But yeah, it was a good experience.